Everything I read this February with yes, no, or maybe. The House of Special Purpose by John Boyne. Big yes. 5 stars. I was so impressed by the writing, by the amount of research. This is a historical fiction novel set during the fall of the Romanov Empire, during the revolution in Russia, and this book made me research so much on the historical facts. It was written in such an interesting way, jumping between past, present, but everything was done so perfectly in terms of writing. I'm really impressed by John Boyne, and I hope I will get a chance to read something else by him. Well, not The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, because that one I've seen a movie and I still remember the movie. So I'm definitely reading something else by John Boyne because, again, this was a big yes. As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows, another historical fiction read of February. I like the book. Again, I've seen it has mixed reviews from people of Syria as to historical facts. I mean, it's a historical fiction novel, right? No one expects it to be a history textbook. But still, for me, it was really interesting and educational. It made me research on cities of Syria I've never heard of, besides the capital. But again, I've seen mixed reviews from people of Syria. But for me personally, this was really interesting, educational. I like the story. Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaghy. Oh my god, I really like this book. Again, a 5 star read for me personally because it was really unique. I like books combining nature and fiction, and this one does that. And also adds some thriller and a bit of romance, and everything clicked. This book felt like nothing else I've read recently, so I'm definitely reading something else by Charlotte McConaghy. I think maybe Wild Duck Shore, but we'll see. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is my pile of shame book. I wanted to read this book for ages. I mean, it's obviously classics, and I cannot say I liked it, especially the first 2 chapters when the author starts with some heavy topics involving children. I was like, oh my god, I do not want to continue reading this book. Like, I had to force myself to keep reading, but then I could see how unique it was, how important it was. So obviously, it's another big yes, but probably not for everyone, especially in terms of trigger warning. So with the color purple, I would say that's kind of situation where you do not need to enjoy or like the book to see how unique it is and to give it 5 stars. And that's what happened to me. The Jewels of Sun by Nora Roberts. I know Nora Roberts is one of the most famous romance writers, but for some reason I haven't read any of her books. And this month, oh my god, thank you, Nora Roberts, because this was my feel good read. This book is set in Ireland, and I visited Ireland a few years ago and I traveled across the island, and it was so stunning. And this book reminded me of that. And also, like the way it was written, it involves some Irish legends. I'm not sure how true those legends were actually, but it felt like an